first of my new split. My new split, not a very traditional one. I'm doing, so I feel like I have an overdeveloped chest and overdeveloped legs relative to the rest of myself. So I want to bring out my biceps and shoulders. I want to bring out my back and my glutes. Those are my 4 big things. So what I'm doing is I'm pairing shoulders with back on a day. That's twice a week. And I'm doing glutes and biceps 2 more days during the week. And then I have a 5th day where I'm doing maintenance stuff. Maintenance on chest, maintenance on legs. On the shoulder back day, I'm doing some sort of horizontal pull, 4 sets, some sort of vertical pull, 4 sets. So that'll be 16 in a week for back. And then for shoulders, I'm doing a lateral move, 4 sets, and a rear delt move, 4 sets. And I might even do 2 lateral moves of 3 sets. We'll see how I feel. So that's another 16 sets of shoulders per week. There's gonna be a little more included in that when I do the maintenance day. Like it'll get hit a little bit when I do bench and stuff. And then for the glutes biceps day, I'm doing a long head isolation move, and then a both head move for the biceps. So that's 3 sets each of those. So that's 12 in a week for biceps. And I'll tell you why it's not the 16 in a second. And then for glutes, I'm doing something that targets the gluteus medius, 3 sets, and then 3 sets of like an all-around glute exercise. So that's 12 sets of glutes. Again, those will get like double hit when I do maintenance day. I gotta try and plan it and time it out so that I don't have any soreness on the maintenance day for any muscles. I feel like it should be possible to kind of set it up like that, because I don't want, it might not be the biggest deal if my maintenance lifts are compromised because of the if I have any problems with soreness. But either way, so the reason that I'm doing on those days 12 sets in a week instead of the 16 for the other day is because those days I'm also include core work, and I don't want to be there all night, you know. So right now my core is not very strong, so I'm just doing twice a week 3 1-minute planks with a 2-minute rest. So that's 6 sets. Well, not sets, but like 6 like reps, however you want to say it, for core work. Also, I'm going to do some sort of like bigger compound lifts that I don't usually do on the maintenance day. So that'll also be a little bit of core strengthening. And then at the end of every session, and also throughout the week when I do other things, it's cardio. So if I'm doing cardio at the gym, I'm doing 12 incline, 3 miles per hour, 30 minutes on the treadmill. So that'll be 5 times a week. And then when I'm not at work, so 3 days a week, is gonna be disc golf. Usually that's like 6,000 steps. You know, it's kind of like a low intensity, you know, it's like a big walk. There also will be 1 day a week where all that's is stacked. So it'll be a disc golf day, a lift, which probably will be the maintenance day, and then the cardio afterwards. So that's the plan for exercise throughout the week. I gotta figure out like how it all lines up. Of course, I'm tracking everything. I'm tracking weight, well, my weight, but also like the weight on the bars and stuff. Weight, sets, reps, rest time for every exercise. And then, so that encompasses all the exercise stuff. I'm doing daily weigh-ins with macro factor and letting them adjust my calories as they see fit. Right now, I think I'm at like 1,800 calories, 1,798, something like that. That feels fairly low, because I think it's gonna take macro factor a couple of check-ins before it like reevaluates what my energy expenditure is, which is, you know, I'll just have to be smart. I still want to stay below the calories. I don't want to overeat, so I got to be smart with what I eat so that I'm full all day and still under calories with having such a higher expenditure until things level out. So right now, I feel pretty good. I'm doing protein waffles, or excuse me, protein pancakes in the morning. That's the batter with egg and fat-free milk. I do one of my gutsies and then syrup in the morning. If I go to work that day, lunch is kind of fucked, but if I'm not working, then I do my cheeseburger, which is all calculated with a fried egg on top. And then for dinner, usually it's a baked potato with cottage cheese, avocado on the cottage cheese. That's also when I take my vitamins. And then protein bars throughout the day, whenever I feel I need them, the Kirkland Signature ones. So between the gutsies and the Kirkland Signatures, I'm definitely hitting my fiber target with like some other things that I add to it. I do pretty good on calories. In fact, if I eat just that stuff I just listed and like one protein bar, maybe two, I'm still below the macro factor target, which is pretty good. Yeah, so that's the progress update. That's the plan for today. I'm pulling into my apartment now, so peace.